Willows are super easy to grow from cuttings. So if you love willows, stick around. I'm going to show you how to turn one of these branches into a whole new tree. Everybody just loves weeping willows. This is a big white willow, and I'm going to show you today just how easy it is to grow willow trees from cuttings. So we're going to avoid these dead branches here, and we're going to try to find some healthy new growths like this. Like this guy right here. So I'm making sure to find nice hardy branches. This one's about as big as my pinky, and I am going to give it a trim at a 45-degree angle, like so. And I made sure to get permission. I found this tree here in town from the owners, and they said not only can I do that, but I'm not the only person who has done that. So somebody's already on to this savvy little trick here. So now we get the type of soil that these weeping willows will like, and they like loamy soil, which is a mixture of silt, clay, and sand. So I'm down here in this creek bed right now, gathering some loamy soil. Many of the creeks in my area are mine runoff, meaning that they're high in sulfur, which helps boost the alkaline property of soil. So this is loamy and alkaline soil, perfect for a white willow. And not to mention, it's free. So now I got a little bit of coco coir, and I have some Pro Mix. I'm just adding a little bit of both. I'm adding the coco coir to promote drainage but also retain moisture, and I'm adding the Pro Mix just to kind of stabilize and make it not too alkaline. Now I'm going to stir this all up in my wheelbarrow. At the bottom of my receptacle here, my planting pot, I have just some wood chips and a little bit of compost and leaf litter, followed by my amended loamy soil. Now I'm going to pull off all of this bottom foliage, and I'm going to pull off a good amount of leaves so the leaves do not take up the energy that the roots need to reestablish themselves. When it's all said and done, it looks like this. Just enough leaves to continue to photosynthesize. Trimmed down the branches that were coming off and only left a few leaves on each one of them. Now the 45-degree angle is going to allow for more of the inner part of this cutting to make contact and give more space for the roots to come out. Now I'm going to dip the end of my cutting into honey for its antibacterial and antifungal and root boosting property. And I'm going to push this several inches into my pot. Along the area that will be submerged, if there is a spot that I had to cut, then I'm making sure that it is covered with honey as well to help protect it once submerged in the soil. And I'm going to repeat this process until all of my buckets are done. The best time to do this is late winter, early spring. But my grandmother has done this so many times without any of this fancy setup. No honey, no amended soil, just a cutting and sticking it in the ground as is. Willows are very easy to take root. Willows are fantastic for wet properties because their root system grows very fast, sucking up moisture, and the tree itself can grow 6 to 10 feet per year. However, be careful if you are planting near any of your underground pipes or drainage systems because they have very spindly roots that can get into the cracks and actually cause an awful lot of plumbing issues. You're going to want to set these in a semi-shaded area. You're going to want to make sure that they're well watered but also well drained. You can also stick cuttings in water, and in about 6 to 10 days you'll see roots and be able to transfer them from the glass of water into a pot. In the not so distant future, these guys will be big hardy willow trees blowing in the wind. Absolutely beautiful. I gotta go water these guys. I hope that helped. Love y'all. Happy planting. Stay tuned for part 2 of white willow as I talk about its medicinal properties and history. Love y'all.